Welcome to Hardin County Commissioners Court. Today is May 24th, 2022. It is 10 a.m. All members of the court are present. This meeting is called to order. Everyone please rise for the invocation and pledge of allegiance, led by Commissioner Roberts.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, thank you for all the many blessings you have given us. Watch over and guide us as we go about the business of this court. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.
Amen. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Thank you, Judge.
Item 3, approve the minutes of the May 10th, 2022 regular meeting and May 17th, 2022 special meeting as presented by Connie Beckton, County Clerk.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Roberts, second by Commissioner Young. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 4, consider approval of request to cancel all registered claims for May 10th, 2022, approval of cash statement, and approval of quarterly report for the first quarter 2022 as presented by Deborah McWilliams, County Treasurer. Good morning, Ms. McWilliams.
Good morning. I'm asking the court to release me from the liability of $1,536,397.58. These are the county's bills and payroll-related expenses that were presented on May 10th. In our cash report, in general checking, we have $18,647,683.92. In tax pool, $321.09 for a total in cash funds of $18,648,005.01. For the first quarter of 2022, our balances that ended on March 31st of 2022. In general checking, we had $20,984,452.77. In tax pool, $321.09 for a total of $20,984,773.86. This report shows an increase in the cash balance for the first quarter of 2022 in the amount of $12,250,482.26.
How much of that did the tax office bring in? Most of it.
Move to approve this.
Second. That motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Item 5, authorization to pay the county bills as presented by Angela Gore, County Auditor. Good morning, Ms. Gore.
Good morning. Our pre-approved expenditures for May the 11th is $18,410.35. Pre-approved expenditures for May 18th through the 19th is $555,595.04. And expenditures for Commissioners Court today are $492,693.57. We have a list of additional bills in the amount of $615,864.31 for a total expenditures and transfers of $1,682,563.27. Gross payroll for May the 19th was $571,779.31, and the total transfers for that payroll was $934,723.69.
Move to pay the bill.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Cooper, seconded by Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion? I just want to state for the public, Mrs. Gore had listed $615,864 in additional bills, and that is health, dental, and life insurance, and then the payment for the jail bond and the annex bond payments. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you, Ms. Gore.
Thank you.
Item number 6, the reason we have a full courtroom. Consider adoption of resolution 19-22 recognizing Sherrod Thomas for 30 years of dedicated service to the citizens of Hardin County and wishing her well in her retirement as Assistant Chief Deputy for the Hardin County Tax Office. Ms. Cook, I know you want to say a few words, and then Commissioner Cooper is going to read the resolution.
First of all, I want to thank so many for support today for Ms. Sherrod, her church family, and pastor and her family. thanks to the awesome tax office for their hard work, and Sherrod's been with us for 30 years. I've worked with her for 18 years, and she's a very dedicated employee. We talk about Miss Sherrod being so well put together all the time, so well dressed and I referred to it the other day. I was talking to the staff and I said, I want you to dress nicely because Miss Sherrod's always dressed to the nines. So then I got thinking about what does that mean? You know, sometimes we say these phrases and we might ought to know what they mean. And so I did research it, and it was very fascinating to me as to what the phrase "to the nines" means. So just a little history lesson. I know Commissioner Cooper likes history, and so, but "to the nines" started out in like the 13th century. The phrase "to the nines" was a Scottish poet that wrote about nine heroes that legendary legends. They were historical, they were scriptural, and they were legendary. Among them, David, Joshua, and Judah. The phrase "to the nines" means to perfection or to the highest degree. Through the years, the phrase has been changed to "dress to the nines." Hence, I think if you look up "to the nines" or "dress to the nines," probably Miss Sherrod's picture is probably in there. So, but I compare Miss Sherrod to the 9 legends in comparisons for literature, art, and her Christian values. Sherrod is a published author. She's a renowned artist and is grounded in her Christian faith. Today, we wish her all of God's blessings, and we know that God is not through with her yet. She's starting a new chapter, a new painting, and a new song. I want to thank the lady that my grandchildren affectionately call Aunt Sherrod. Thank you for your dedication to Hardin County Tax Office for 30 years. Thank you, Ms. Sherrod. Commissioner, will you clean up my mess now?
Well, let's not let it clean up, but I will touch on one thing. You said something about her being dressed to the nines. If I remember correctly, your brother was best dressed.
He was in high school.
What about you?
Yes, no.
Well, we all went to school together, so I remember that. I remember him being best dressed. So, let me read this resolution. Whereas Sherrod Thomas has served over 30 years as a Department of Motor Vehicle Clerk in the Hardin County Tax Office, beginning May the 4th, 1992, and whereas Sherrod Thomas graduated from Silsbee High School in May 1981 and was a member of several clubs and organizations, included being a Silsbee Tiger High School cheerleader, and whereas Sherrod Thomas served as tax deputy under the late Jeanette McWright from May 1992 to January 1993, under the late Billy Caraway until November 1998, under Shirley Stevens until December 2016, and continued under Miss Shirley Cook from January 2017 until her retirement. And whereas Sherrod Thomas was promoted as Assistant Chief Deputy in the Department of Motor Vehicles on January 2nd, 2013, and has effectively handled her management role. She completed the difficult task of 85 certification modules required by law for Department of Motor Vehicle supervisors in the middle of the COVID pandemic shutdown while working full-time and containing her leadership duties in the Hardin County Tax Office. And whereas Sherrod Thomas has remained active throughout various Christian organizations in Southeast Texas region, being the keynote speaker at many church events, and whereas Sherrod Thomas has been an active member of St. John Missionary Baptist Church in Silsbee, Texas, for many years, serving in several departments as lead choir member, Sunday school teacher, and vacation Bible school coordinator and leader. And whereas Sherrod Thomas has contributed encouragement to the community of Hardin County by utilizing her talents as a published author, illustrator, painter, what's that word? Lyrist, and recording artist. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Hardin County Commissioners Court wishes to recognize Sherrod Thomas for her many contributions to the Hardin County Tax Office and eagerness to help others by her selfless volunteer work. We wish her much happiness in the future. This resolution is signed by County Judge and the 4 Commissioners of Hardin County. Congratulations.
retirement, Sheriff Thomas, 30 years of loyal and dedicated service to Hardin County. And here is your jacket. Yeah.
That may get you to the 10. That may get you to the 10.
You think?
That's right.
And we do have, in the dome, we have some other things for Ms. Sherrod and some refreshments. And you're all welcome to please come join us. Thank you, Court.
Does anybody else wanna say anything?
Ms. Sherrod may want to say something.
I have one word, grace.
You want to say something? Edgar already told me he would send her back to me.
She's been a blessing to me also, and our family, and the community, and church family, and everything. And God has blessed her. Hope he will continue to bless her. And thank you all.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Young, seconded by Commissioner Cooper to adopt resolution 19-22. Any discussion on this? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That's right. Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Sheridan. And everyone else, thank you for being here.
Ain't none of it. You mean singer.
That's what Chris just told me.
Just so you know.
That's fancy like. That's support right there, bro. George. That's all.
Come on. Morning. How are y'all? Item number 7, presentation of the Excellence in Safety Award from the TAC Risk Management, presented by Melinda Harrington, HR Director. Good morning, Ms. Harrington.
Good morning. I'm just going to sort of read from the press release. I was presented with this award a couple of weeks ago for Risk Management Coordinator with TAC, Joe Shepchak. Hardin County has earned this award for our record of excellence in involvement and commitment to safety in the workplace, as well as for controlling workers' compensation claims. To qualify for this award, the county must participate in TAC Risk Management Pool's workers' compensation program, have a safety program or accident prevention plan, and have an active safety committee. Through its commitment to safe practices among county employees, the county works to reduce employee injuries and obtain substantial savings for taxpayers by minimizing workers' compensation costs. Hardin County is one of 12 TAC RMP members statewide who have earned this award. So I would just like to thank everybody for all their safety practices and keeping our workers' comp claims down.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Plus 12 out of 254.
It's actually out of 60 because not everybody participates.
Okay, well, I was trying to build it up a little bit.
That's still pretty good.
Still pretty good.
It is good.
Thank you very much, and thanks to everybody for working safe. Item 8, consider acceptance of the 2022 annual road reports submitted by Commissioner Kirkendall and Commissioner Young for the RMB2 and RMB3 departments.
So
motion by Commissioner Roberts, seconded by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 9, consider approval of request by Commissioner Chris Kirkendall for the county judge to execute an easement with 3 Tree Southern Growth LLC. The easement is described as .057 acre right-of-way easement in the how do you say, is it Fubner?
Yes.
When Nubbin said that while ago about how to say that other word, I remembered I was supposed to ask Connie how to say this one. All right, in the A. Thubner Survey, abstract number 469 in Hardin County, Texas, and .057 acre right-of-way easement in the Mary Adams Survey, abstract number 62 in Hardin County, Texas. This is for the bridge replacement project on Old Bragg Road, located in the Honey Island community in Precinct 2. Commissioner Kirkendall?
This will allow us to rebuild the bridge and not encroach on anyone's property without having a right-of-way, so I move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 10, consider and possibly approve the health intern job description and pay rate of $18 per hour for summer semester college health interns, as requested by Sharon Whitley, Health Director. This is a 100% grant-funded position, and the internship, if approved, will be scheduled for the period of June 1st through August 31st, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Roberts, seconded by Commissioner Young. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 11, consider approval of request by Aaron Tupper, Emergency Management Coordinator, for the county judge to execute an updated interlocal agreement between Hardin County and all stakeholder agencies of the Southeast Texas Regional Radio System. The updated agreement creates an executive committee and updates system management and system coordinator.
Move to approve.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 12, consider approval of request by Aaron Tupper, Emergency Management Coordinator, for the county judge to execute the HDAC communications system and service agreement with Motorola to purchase, install, and program an MCC 7500 dispatch console in the amount of $64,475. Subscriber radios in the amount of $1,520,081.96. APX 8500 consolettes in the dispatch office, $55,026.05, and APX 8000 radios, $90,480.60. Total agreement price is $1,730,162.61, which will be paid utilizing the ARPA funding as approved by Commissioners Court on February the 8th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Cooper, seconded by Commissioner Kirkendall. And for the record, the amount we allocated for this was $1.8 million, so we came in well under that. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 13, consider approval of request by Judge Jackie Werner, Justice of the Peace Precinct 6, for a fiscal year 22 budget transfer as follows. She's asking to move $1,726 from her health insurance line item to cover salaries, clerical, and fringes. And this is necessary due to a retirement of her court clerk. She wants to hire a new court clerk. I think the outgoing clerk has some retirement that we need to pay out. And the new clerk will come in making the same pay rate as Judge Ingram's court clerk, which is, I think she's been with us a little over a year.
Move to approve.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Young, seconded by Commissioner Cooper. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes, and Judge Werner asked me to let you know she's in a hearing this morning, or she would be here. Item 14, consider approval of request by Misty Sims, purchasing agent for the county judge to execute a professional services agreement with Whiteley Oliver Engineering LLC for engineering and construction services associated with the drainage improvement project to include the reshaping and concrete lining of approximately 1,215 linear feet of existing earthen ditch located at the intersection of US Highway 69, FM 3513, and Mitchell Road, and adjacent to the Parkway Life Church. Total project cost not to exceed $1,100,000, which will be paid utilizing ARPA funding as approved by Commissioners Court on February 8, 2022.
So moved.
Second.
A motion by Commissioner Roberts, seconded by Commissioner Young. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 15, consider approval of request by Connie Beckman, County Clerk, to pay Hart Intercivic invoice number 088207 in the amount of $5,252 for poll pad annual software license and support renewal, and invoice number 088220 in the amount of $11,008 for Verity election equipment software license and support renewal. If approved, also consider approval of a fiscal year 22 budget transfer in the amount of $9,152 from line item 010490310 supplies to 010490594 software license and support.
So
So
moved.
moved. Second.
A motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion? All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 16, consider and possibly authorize the county judge to execute the unclaimed property credits for counties form and submit to the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts pursuant to Texas Local Government Code, Section 381.004.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Young. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 17, discussion only of any item not on the agenda without taking any action by any county official. Anyone present have anything they want to say? Ms. Becky?
I just wanna let, the court know and the public know that, last week for early voting, we had, 946 Republican, 40 Democrat, for a total of 986, and that was for the week. For mail-in, we had 228 Republican, 80 Democrat, for a total of 308. And we had elections going on today.
Last week, I think it's the first time y'all, kept the courthouse open after 5 for early voting. Was that beneficial?
It was in this election. It didn't seem to be in the constitutional, but for this election, I do think it was helpful.
Do you think y'all do that during the general?
We will.
Okay, sounds good. Sheriff or anybody else? Shirley's not here to say anything, so anyone else have anything?
You ready for some rough weather?
Yeah, got a little weather coming. Just want to remind everybody that there's a retirement reception for Sheriff Thomas in the Dome, so when you leave here, be sure to stop by there and they'll be glad to see you and we can send her off. She says she's ready to go. Anybody else have anything? If not,
Move to adjourn.
Second.
motion by Commissioner Kirkendall, seconded by Commissioner Cooper. All in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Have a great rest of the week.